Hello, welcome back from spring break and welcome to lesson 5, Culture of Poverty and Religious Privilege. Interesting topic for sure. Poverty equity issues is something that I'm very interested in and also very passionate about, but also as we are in the Christian season of Lent, and next week is considered Holy Week, and we will be on another academic school break. It's interesting for us to be covering religious privilege within thinking about mainstream Christianity, calendars, how our school calendars are functioning, what holidays, quote unquote, do we have off, and so forth. So I just kind of wanted to give you that sort of little precursor and really challenge you to think about, because religious privilege is not something that people even consider when they talk about privilege. It's oftentimes, white privilege or, race and class, but religious privilege is something that really oftentimes goes unnoticed or unrecognized. So it's a great lesson. Just a friendly reminder as I just kind of scroll slowly through here. I don't want to make anybody car sick, motion sickness. But to be thinking about the issues of poverty and how it impacts teaching and learning. So there's some real good readings in here about poverty and the challenges associated with it, as well as the readings in your text, as I'm looking at the list right now. But also looking at poverty and privilege and how the two kind of go hand in hand. And for this particular lesson, to be really looking at more closely, more in depth as we think about privilege, religious privilege. There's only really one assignment due within this lesson because, again, it only spans a week, a discussion. So basically what you have here is a website. Hopefully you're all familiar with the Teaching Tolerance site, but there's some lessons here on issues of poverty that I want you to spend some time reviewing and critique one of the lessons and offer some feedback, and there's some guided questions in there for you to be looking at. So this lesson again is short. Lesson 6 will and they're on out for the remainder of the semester. We'll continue to cover our 2-week time frame. Journal 3 will be due in lesson 6. So there's not a lot due in this week other than a discussion post and thinking ahead. Your IDI plan and progress report will be due in lesson 7, and then in lesson 8, your capstone, which is your culminating sort of what we call train the trainer project. But I like to think about it and use the terminology of the professional development. So I'm going to spend some time with you, hopefully in Zoom, and going over some of the assessment pieces for those projects in upcoming lessons, as well as really meeting with you all individually again to make sure that you're getting the components of your project underway. So with that, I hope you had a relaxing and enjoyable spring break. I unfortunately got sick right before break, so but anyhow, that's here nor there. So I hope you all had an enjoyable, relaxing, rejuvenating break. I'm looking forward to looking at privilege, poverty, really kind of challenge yourself to be thinking about the privileges around these particular areas, whether they be religious or class privileges that you may carry within your own experiences or ways you have observed that. It's something that I try to be mindful of on a daily basis. So with that, I look forward to getting back at teaching and learning with each of you, and hopefully you have a great start to your week. Thank you.